everyone, welcome back to my channel. I thought today we could do a different little video. Well, it's different for me. It's a very common video. It is not an original idea, but that is getting a TBR jar, or mug in my case because I don't have a jar yet, to choose my reads for April. And so I got people to write in on Instagram and YouTube giving me some prompts, and then I filled it out with some other ones, and there's so many in here and I'm really excited because other than book club I don't have anything planned for April, and April starts today. I was meant to do this before today, but today is April 1st, and so I'm going to choose my TBR using the prompts in this mug. So let's just get right into it, shall we? So the first one, I also don't have like a TBR cart or like a select few that I'm choosing from. I will just be choosing from the books on my bookshelf. A lot of them I haven't read, so I do have a lot to work with. Some prompts in here are to read a library book, some are to like go and buy a book, and some are to let friends choose. So those ones will be just based on kind of any other book, and then the ones on my bookshelf that I will get to. So anyway, that's just to preface the whole thing. And our first prompt is it's a non-fiction book, which is one of the last prompts that I put in this thing. And when I wrote it, Abby laughed, and I was like, no, it'll be good because it means that I have to just like pick a book and I'll have a month to read it. I did not think it would come up first. Okay, but I know which one it is, and it's actually on the top of my shelf, so I need to get up for this one. Okay, and that is Garden City by John Mark Comer. My friend Michelle got me this last year and I meant to read it and just didn't, because obviously I need a prompt to make me read it in a set time. It does sound really interesting, like what it's about, the premise of it. I do really want to read it, I just haven't yet, so I guess now I will. I think I talked about it ages ago, but basically Garden City, it says, what does it mean to be human? We've all heard it said, it's who you are that matters, not what you do. Really? Where do the scriptures teach that? After all, first page of the Bible forward, human beings were made to rule over the earth, to gather up the raw materials of planet Earth and to carve out a world. Theologically rich yet down to earth and practical, Garden City speaks to all of us who are searching for our calling in life or just trying to find meaning in the everyday. In the end, this book is an invitation to ask the ancient, primal, human question, why am I here and what should I do about it? So I do think it sounds really interesting. I've never actually read anything. I'm just gonna wait for that helicopter to go by. Yeah, I've never actually read anything by John Mark Comer, but he is very well known, especially in the Christian world, and I do want to read it, so I guess that's our first pick. So on to the next prompt. I think I already promised it, but I will be reading a book club book, and then I'm thinking I'll choose 3 others because my aim is to read an average of 4 books a month, and whether I get to these books or they get saved for another TBR just will be determined by my life and how busy I get, but the aim is to read 4 books a month. Okay, and so for the second pick, let's see what we pull out. Ooh, an interconnected standalone. Okay, well, I have, let's see what I have that fits that. Really, the only person I can think of is Abby Jimenez's books, because I don't think, actually, the Bookbinder of Jericho kind of fits that because it's set in the world of Dictionary of Lost Words. It's set in the same universe as Dictionary of Lost Words, but it's about different characters, and I believe some of the timeline crosses over with Dictionary of Lost Words, but I could be wrong on that. Ooh, what is lost when knowledge is withheld? Interesting. I loved Dictionary of Lost Words. That was such a beautiful, beautiful book. Okay, so it's set in 1914, about 2 women that work in the bindery of the Oxford University Press in Jericho, which in Dictionary of Lost Words there was a part of the story that was set in Jericho and about like the printing press, so it's linked. Ooh, for most of her life she has been told her job is to bind the books, not read them. Oh, it's about 2 women. Wow, okay, that sounds really good. Like, listen to this. Peggy begins to see the possibility of another future where she can use her intellect and not just her hands, but as war and illness reshape her world, it is love and the responsibility that comes with it that threaten to hold her back. Wow, okay, this sounds really interesting. I think I'll pop it on the list. Okay, so now on to the third. I'm really hoping for an easy read here, guys. I need to stop talking before a prompt because a book previously attempted. Ugh. Okay, so that's like a book that I've started, haven't finished. For whatever reason, it could have been hard to get into, or I just got distracted. There are a few on here that fit that. I have one called Built to Last, which my sister got me for Christmas a couple of years ago, and I think I literally just got distracted while I started it. I have Scythe, which is the first book in the Thunderhead trilogy, I think it's called. What else do I have? Oh, I do have one that I've started. Oh, and then there's Adelaide. Okay, so I have this book, which I started last year. I started this last year and it was like pretty full on at the start. Like it comes with a lot of trigger warnings, which I know that, but I don't know if the start of this actually had that in it. But anyway, it comes with a lot of trigger warnings, and I started it, but I think I had to stop to read a book club book and then kind of just like didn't come back to it. But I do want to read it. I am also at the start of Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, which I just kind of like started when I was in a little bit of a slump a couple weeks ago, and I just haven't continued it because I'm now reading a book club book. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Say You'll Remember Me because I believe that this will be a heavy book and so will this, and I just don't think I can do that this month, do like 2 guaranteed back-to-back heavy books. So I think I'll go with Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez as my 3rd pick, and then I think I'm gonna pick 4. Wait, is this one? I'm gonna pick 4 from the jar and I'll see what I get through. Let's see. So we have the start of a series. So, well, technically my book club book's the start of a series, but that doesn't really count, does it? Okay. I have a lot of choices here. I could do the Caraval trilogy. I have the Cruel Prince trilogy. No, it's called the Elf Flame trilogy, but the first one is the Cruel Prince. They're my 2 choices, I think. Or I could go Scythe, which is the start of that trilogy. Although previously attempted sounds a little bit intimidating to me. I kind of want a clean slate. So maybe... Oh, but so is that. Oh. I then also have this, which when I first bought it, I thought it was a standalone. And then I found out it was part of like a 4 or 5 book series. But it's a little bit of like a murder mystery set in a school. And that sounds really interesting. Ooh. Okay, I think I'll actually pick this because our current book club read is Light Lark, and I feel it'll give similar vibes to Cruel Prince, and I feel like I want to start something different. And I only have this one, whereas the other one I have all 3 books of, and I feel like if I start one and I love it, I'm going to want to read all of them. But this one, I only have 1 for now, so I'm going to lock that in. Okay, so let me go get the other books so I can at least like hold them up to you in person. Okay, so that actually went really quick. I thought this was going to take a lot longer, but what we are reading for April. Start us off with, we have Light Lark, which is my book club pick. So if you want to read along with us, absolutely feel free. We will be meeting sometime this month in April. Light Lark. We then have a book previously attempted, Say You'll Remember Me. The start of a series, Truly Devious. What was this one? Wait, what was this prompt? Oh, Interconnected Standalone. We have Bookbinder of Jericho. And then a non-fiction read, we have Garden City. So these are our 5 books for April. Well, we will see if we get to all of these. I can't believe I picked up a non-fiction the first one. But at least I can be reading this like in between these ones. This can kind of be like a start of the day book, maybe while I'm just like in bed, and then these ones are like going to sleep vibes. I just can't believe that happened. Okay, I am a little bit intimidated by this TBR, I am not gonna lie, but it's our first one and we're starting strong. So I guess I'll see you in the next video, and wish me all the luck in the world for these books. Oh gosh.